Let's talk about comparing something like using word like good, better, best, bad, worst, and worst. As you know, you can use adjective to compare people, places, or thing. And when you're comparing, there are two ways to compare. The first is comparative adjective, which is like, compare a thing or group to some other thing or group. They usually end in er. There's also superlative adjective, which compare a thing or group of thing to a larger group that it is part of. They usually end in est. But also they're kind of like special. There are also special type when you're special word when you're comparing, like the adjective good and bad. They're irregular. So basically, you can't add er or est to good or bad. It can't be gooder or goodest or baddest or better. It have to be so. When you're writing good in comparative, it have to be better, and superlative it would be best. Same thing with bad. Comparative worst and superlative worst. So basically, you just decide if you should use a comparative or superlative adjective. Like the sentence is compared to like this one to Aunt Diana's script, and all the script the movie producer had read that year. A thing is compared to a large group that it is part of, so you should use good, or it is superlative adjective form best. So now let's practice. The judge thought that the student from Vindela College gave the good vocal. Okay. Since like they thought that the students from Vindela College gave like the vocal performance of the competition, it must be gave the best vocal. If you're not sure, you can replace it with other word like gave the better. The better didn't work. You see here, use good, and we can only use comparative adjective here. To win this game, we need to have best defense, okay? When we use like superlative, we use the superlative adjective. Remember, you have to have like the word the in front of them. The best, the worst. But here we don't have the word the. So we have to use better. And plus, if you put best here, it won't work. Better defense. One of the bad yellow. Okay, I already see the, and when we see the, we use superlative adjective, and it is worst since it is bad here. In the summer of 1793, one of the worst yellow fever outbreak in history swept through the street of Philadelphia. According to Uncle Cody, an adjustable wrench is. We don't have the word the in front of good here, so it must have been comparative, so better. An adjustable wrench is better for making a bicycle repair than any other tools. Janice is a good. Okay, as I say, there's no the in front of good here, so better. Is a better navigator with her old-fashioned. Wait. Is a better navigator with her old-fashioned map than Liam is with his phone. Bad here. It doesn't have the word the in front of it, so it must have been comparative. So worse. Edgar and Fred are constantly debating whether James Gunn was a better, since we don't have the word the, was a better harmonica player than John Mayall. We should empty the gutter this weekend, since the weather next week is supposed to be even worse. We don't have the word the, so we use comparative adjective. Okay, now I see the. Since it have the word the in front of good here, it must have been a superlative adjective, so best. The movie producer said that Aunt Tish's script was the best one he had read all year. Okay, this one was great. The word the here, so worst. Superlative. The worst battle for parking that Spencer ever faced was trying to find a space in downtown San Francisco. It's not comparing, it's just saying it's the worst. Okay, we don't have the word the here, so comparative, worse. Before the new chef came aboard, the food is at this restaurant was far worse. Okay, so basically it's just comparing whether when the new chef and the old chef came. It's comparing too. Okay, don't have a word the in front of good, so better. Does cable actually provide a better internet connection than DSL? Pedro may think he's humorous and entertaining, but his jokes are worse than Walter. It's comparing. First, it is comparing. Second of all, it will have the word the in front of bad. Alexa looked through all of the biscuit recipe in her cookbook and finally found the one that looked the best. First of all, it's not like comparing. It's like saying which one is like the best, and it have the word the in front of good. So it's definitely superlative adjective. Okay, first of all, I don't have the word the. Second of all, it is, comparing. The doctor explained that infection caused by bacteria are usually worse than those caused by viruses. Like I said, first of all, it don't have the word the in front of bad, so we already know that it is not a superlative adjective and only a comparative. Plus, here it is comparing between the doctor. The doctor explained that the infection that comparing between like bacteria and viruses, which one are worse? The new cabinet that Mr. Stewart built in his kitchen looked good. Okay, first of all, don't have the word the, so it would have to be better. Plus, it is also comparing the new cabinet that Mr. Stewart built and the old one that he have. The air quality in Los Angeles is worse than the other city in the United States due to large number of vehicle oil refineries and factories. Okay, first of all, it don't have the word the in front of bad, so we have to use worse. Second of all, we are comparing the air quality in Los Angeles and other city in United States. Which one is worse? Next, we have, here we have the word the here. I've tried many different cold remedies over the year, and drinking plenty fluid is the best one I have found so far. Okay, first of all, it has the word the in front of good. Second of all, it's not like comparing two things to each other. It's like saying, it's not like comparing two things to each other, but it's comparing like one thing to a lot of things. Which one is the best? Which one is the worst? You know. Okay, Miss Kent started her home renovation with a bathroom, which was the room in the worst condition. Because first of all, we have the word the, and it's comparing one bath with Mrs. Kent bathroom with the whole other room in Mrs. Kent home. So oh yeah, the worst, not the worst. Oh, I forgot. When National Geographic compiled a list of the worst, it have the word the, and it is comparing like National Geographic list with so basically it's not comparing, but it is saying that National Geographic like have the worst beach destination in the world. Like it give the worst beach destination in the world than, you know, other like than other than other company that give a list, you know. It's like it's not saying here, but it's not saying other company here, but it does give that kind of idea. Okay, we have the, so it is best, the best. We don't have the here, so it must be better. Okay, we have the here, so it best. Okay, challenge zone, I'm ready. I don't need this 3, 2, 1. Okay, had a good, okay, don't have the, so it must be better. We have the, so it must be best. Okay, now we have the here, so it is still best. We don't have the, so it must be better. This is easy. Just have to pay attention to whether it have the word the or not. And remember how to write it, because you might get it wrong like me in the few questions ago. The worst. And we're done. Thank you for coming and have a great day. Oh, and we also have a word. I'm going to get that. What? I'm getting my word. This is cool. It's have been a long time since I go through this. Well, that's all. Bye-bye.